What's going on, guys? Greg here with Buyer Build. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I made a video, probably over a month now, but end of June and early July, I was gone for 2 weeks out of the country. Not much news with the NSX. I actually blew a coilover on that shortly after Sevens Day, which was really fun. It was on a Sunday this year, and there was like no traffic going to Overpeck Park and coming back, so driving there was a breeze. NSX did great. Drivability was great, no overheating, AC was working flawlessly, but I did notice that my rear left coilover was blown. Put it up on the lift when I got back, and there was just strut oil all over the place. So waiting on a set of KWV3s that I ordered from another guy in California. They even came with air cups on them. So we're gonna be able to lift the car up with the push of a button, which is something that I've always wanted because of the low clearance, getting into driveways and getting into the lift and things like that. It's gonna be so much easier with the air cups. New turbo exhaust, whole bunch of other things, cars getting dropped off to have the fabricator put all that together. We have some exciting news today. We are adding a new car to the shop/channel. So it's gonna be my first ever gated manual transmission supercar. And you're probably already thinking gated, it already means it's European. So Ferrari, Lamborghini, Audi, who else has gated transmissions? I think that might be it. So it's one of those three. You guys will see it very soon. We just got this brand new Icon tool chest. This is a 28-inch side locker. This is a 73-inch roll cab with a 73-inch work hutch on top. It even has an LED bar that is magnetic, and it's a sensor operated, so when you open the door, the light turns on. But I leave the door open all the time since it's a private garage, so I just have a button on the back. So we're gonna fill up all the drawers with stickers. There's Zach. So let me show you what we got going on here. I just transferred over most of my tools to the new setup. So we have all our sockets here, all our ratchet wrenches, and then we got our other sockets, Torx, triple square, and Allen heads. Then we got extensions and adapters all over here, so I think it's a good use of space. And then I have some breaker bars and things like that, some specialty lug nut sockets and spark plug sockets, things like that. Then the other big drawer we have here, got the wrenches of all sorts. So we have the box wrenches. These are the swivel head, extra wrenches. Got the stubby ones, and then we have the long ones, swivel head, and crow's foots, and then I forgot what these are called, the offset wrenches for the tight spots. And then just screwdrivers, bunch of wrenches, pliers, clippers, some other miscellaneous stuff. And then clamps, and then all the heavy duty equipment, polishers, drills. And what I like about this one, you got a drawer for all your power tools, and even has like a slot for each one. Then you have a charging basket here with plugs for all your chargers and batteries, and just some little handheld tools. And this one I haven't done yet. Hammers, zip ties, tape, rivet gun, miscellaneous stuff, unused, and drills, Dremels, clamps. But we got a lot of storage here. And then in this one I have everything that comes in a case. I got a little mini fridge here. On the shelving we got some spray cans. I got the wheel spacer, 3D printed ones for test fitting, screwdriver rack, and then a bunch of drawers for wiring and hoses, Got more wiring stuff here, and then all the hardware goes on the bottom. But I think it's a really nice setup. And then M4, bunch of carbon fiber goodies. That's what's been keeping us busy. Last piece to install is this carbon fiber OEM and performance spoiler. So it's a very intricate piece to install. There's a lot of measurements you have to take where you drill. So want to make sure you do it right the first time, especially on a car like this that you're drilling into. All right, Zach's got the manual Wrangler. We are 20 seconds away. I think he's parked over at Pods. There it is. So we're looking for, there it is, white truck, black trailer. I didn't even know they opened a Pods here. That's pretty sick. All right, he did not take the car out yet. I'm assuming it's under the car cover for protection. Ooh, there it is. All right, guys. We're very excited. Oh, baby. Oh, what do you think?
That's crazy. On the second one is crazy.
That's crazy. Yo, you guys haven't even seen it yet. Ready for this? First gated manual transmission supercar. Here we go. 2009 Audi R8 V8 gated manual transmission. This is a vinyl wrap, by the way. This is, I don't know what brand, but it looks like Samoa Orange. What's up, Tony? Looks like Samoa Orange, but underneath the wrap is actually Daytona Gray. Looks like they got an X3M or something back here. That's pretty nice. They put a car cover on everything that they're shipping. Mint. This thing is massive. So this came all the way from Idaho, like on the border of Washington. They got picked up Thursday night and it's here Tuesday midday. So they made great time with this. I'm contemplating on, do we take the wrap off and bring it back to Daytona Gray? But I'm definitely gonna take the wheels off. The guy gave me OEM wheels that are actually being shipped because they can't put it in the truck or in the car. So those will come a little bit later, probably end of the week. And I'm thinking about getting different wheels anyway to replace the OEMs I'm gonna keep, and then the new aftermarket wheels obviously we'll put on to drive. Cold start sounds good. So this is a bring a trailer car. So if you guys want to see the details, go to Bring a Trailer. You can look up this car very easily. It's all public information. So $65,000, it was the winning bid. Didn't really expect to win, but I guess given the miles, it's got about 63,000 on it. That will scare a lot of people away. The wrap was also a big detractor because people don't know what's underneath the wrap, even though that they posted pictures of the car with the wrap off, and the car looked amazing without it.
So how's Greg doing today?
Very good, even better now.
Nice.
Definitely not a Nasatec or anything like that. It's probably like 3M or Avery or something. You can see the wraps kind of peeling on the edges. But these are, I don't know what brand these, Variant alloys. Apparently they're like flow forged wheels. They're pretty decent. They're like, I don't know, $500 each, something like that. But I just don't like the look. They're kind of ricey. Doesn't belong on a car like this. So these will be for sale. Probably put these tires back on the OEM wheels. And then I have another set of 20s wheels that I'm gonna be planning to put on there. Really clean. Obviously, we gotta focus in on the gated transmission. Look at that. Seats are nice, no rips. Carbon fiber blades are nice. It's got a Rev 9 stainless exhaust. Sounds good. KW V3 coilovers, so no more mag ride. Probably needs a little bit lower. I mean, it was an older gentleman that owned this car, so he probably didn't want it too low. I'm sure the roads in Washington / Idaho are gorgeous, way better than what we have here. So I was talking about the wrap. You see how good of a job they did? Like, they did the inner door skin. I mean, you see a little bubbling here and there, but no one really ever does door jambs, especially the door skin. And then look at the door jambs. They did everything. And then they cut around the OEM stickers. So you still have the VIN there. You still have all your tire stickers and whatnot. So they cut around it. So they probably put it over it. Then they carefully cut around it, and then they pull off the extra. They went above and beyond. I mean, look at the door jambs. That's got to be a very expensive wrap job. So taking this off is going to be a big pain. This is probably like an Avery or a 3M. Definitely not anything like a Nazatech. All right, going on the first drive. I've driven one of these before, and shout out to my boy Miles at Wistar Motors. He was the first one to let me drive his gated V8 R8. That one was a Spider. It was a lot of fun, so without that driving experience, I probably would not have bought one. But a lot of people knock the V8s, and they're like, oh, get the V10, get the V10. I mean, I had a V10, it was great. It was a DCT, the new Gen 2, but I love the V8. They're reliable, they're stout, they actually have plenty of power, and the gated transmission makes up for any of that lack of power. And it's just a great driver's car. And a lot of people actually compare these as, like, you know, the 2000s German NSX, because they're great driver's cars. They're a lot of value, a lot of car for the money, and you can drive them guilt-free and not really have to worry about too much. So that's why I just love this car. But the gated is the main reason why this car is here, and I probably would not have bought it if it was the R-Tronic. Sounds really good. It's not too loud. This is the stainless steel exhaust version, not the titanium, unfortunately. But my buddy Eric had one with the titanium exhaust, and things sounded incredible. It sounded like a V8 F1 car. 8300 red line, which is a really high red line for a V8. Much is easy to work with. Good turning radius. Power steering is pretty effortless, but not too light where, like, you lack any driver's feel. We are on almost a full tank of gas. Thank you very much. You hear the clacks between shifts? It's so sick. The engine is still cold, so coolant's cold. I mean, the car's probably been cold since they got loaded on the truck. It should warm up in about 10 minutes. We should be able to get some nice pulls for you guys. To go in reverse, you got to push down and to the left and back. That's pretty sick. It's got a real parking brake, e-brake, not that electric junk in the new ones. The radio works, AC works. I mean, there's like really no issues with this car at all. Really smooth transmission. Downshifts are easy. So no auto rev match, if you guys are wondering. These cars were not offered with it. I think it was before its time, honestly. And the Gen 2s never had manuals, so R8s never had auto rev match. Maybe the facelifted Gen 1s had rev match. I don't recall, like the V10s, but I know these didn't come with rev match at all. But you don't really need it. It's so easy to downshift in this car. As you can just see, I did it like 4 times Heel toe. Once I get used to the car, I'll be able to play around with that. Not trying to embarrass myself on live YouTube right now. Like, this car doesn't have a lack of power. I don't think you need the 600 horsepower that the V10s have to be able to enjoy it. And for the price point, like for a V10 gated, you're probably looking at another 30K at least. So is it really worth it? Maybe. But to me, I already had a V10, so, and the V8's perfect for me, so I'm not gonna spend 100K plus. If we were, then I'd probably be looking at a different car, honestly. Do a little back roads. We're still not fully warmed up yet. The oil's still in the red. We're at about 140, I think. Don't run over the landscaping, guys. Steering is great. Turn in is sharp. Got a nice little, oh, 2 stop signs. That's sick. Oh, went a little hard on that heel toe, but it works good. Let's try a little bit of lighter of a heel toe. There we go. And we're good on oil temp too, so let's open the window a little bit. Try to hear some exhaust. Brakes feel good. Love that high revving V8. I heard a little bit of like an F1 tone when we're at the very top. Sounds sick. Supposedly this thing is tuned, stage 1 tune, makes like 445 horsepower. I think it's like an 8% increase, not much to gain. It's an NA engine, so no boost. But drivability changes, power band probably changes a bit, a little bit more torque. The exhaust helps free up some power. And apparently it's got 2-step launch control. That's what the seller told me, but he never used it. So I'll reach out to the tuner to see if that's something that we can try. But it's got factory cats, so we don't want to be launch controlling with 2-step if it's ignition cut. Otherwise you're gonna destroy the cats. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bruh.
I think I almost just put it into first there by accident. That would have blew up this car. Money shift on the first test drive. That would be crazy. Zach, what do you think?
This thing's nuts.
Yeah?
The pull is crazy and it just sounds absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Like the power is very linear. It's a car that you can go balls to the wall and still feel confident in the car. Because you don't want to have too much power on a car that's meant to take turns and brake and do all that. So otherwise it kind of defeats the purpose. Like people who are twin turboing the V8s or the V10s, I'm sorry, are going in straight line speed for top speed runs. they're not doing drives like this. I mean, if they are, and they know how to handle the car at that power level, then good for them. But I think this is the perfect level of power. With the tune, it helps a little bit too. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing back home and keep an eye out for some future videos. We're gonna plan on probably taking the wrap off. Now that I've seen it in person, I don't really love it. And we got some new wheels that I'm planning to put on this too, that will really change the overall look of this car. But I'm very excited to have it on the channel, and hope you guys like it. So we'll see you in the next one.